Alright guys, I just got to the gym 7 o'clock at night, so I'm here pretty late. Now I'm about to do a leg workout, so here we go. Alright guys, so for this workout, I'm going to do a little talking about progressive overload. So basically, all that means is doing more over time, whether you do weight or reps. So for example, if you do 100-pound max on bench press for 1 week, and then the next week you do 105 pounds, so you increase it by 5 pounds. Or let's say you do an 100-pound bench press for the first week at 10 reps, and then the next week you do the same exact weight, so 100 pounds, but then you do 12 reps, so you're able to do 2 more than the week before. Or it could be in the form of speed, so you can either shorten your rest periods between your sets, so your workout is overall shorter and harder, and you can focus on exertion, so maybe slow down the tempo of your movement, control the negative, so on the way down, like for example bench press, as you bring the bar down towards your chest, count maybe 3 to 4 seconds. So have real control and slow movement in the negative. As long as some overload stimulus is happening, then you know that your training is working. Another thing that needs to be addressed is specificity. So you need to prioritize your goals. Is your goal to increase your bench press? If it is, focus on increasing your bench press. Don't just run these generic bodybuilding routines. It depends on your goal. That's the program that you want to create. Another thing is, do your heaviest compound lift first in the training session. I don't know how many people I see who do all this accessory work and all this warm-up work first, and then they try to bench or then they try to squat. That's the wrong way to do it. Do a light little warm-up, then do your main lift, and then go into your accessory exercises. You want to train the thing you're trying to work on earlier in the session, and you want to have a greater amount of rest in between the sessions. So don't try to hit a PR when it's Friday and you've been training hard every single day, Monday through Thursday. So give yourself adequate rest periods and focus on your weak points in that exercise. So is your weak point for the bench press, say your weak point is getting it off your chest, then you'd want to do exercises that specifically help that part of the movement. If your weak point is, 3 inches off your chest on the bench press, do, board bench presses or speed work or something like that to focus on that part of the movement. But don't get discouraged when you have been hitting PRs, everything's going great, and then all of a sudden you seem like you lose strength or you hit a wall and can't lift any heavier. Adaptations happen in waves. Sometimes you'll make big jumps and sometimes you'll stall for a few months or a few weeks. It's not linear. Some days you'll be stronger, some days you'll be the same, and sometimes you'll even be weaker. Another thing that people struggle with is what's called the newbie effect. So your rate of strength during your first few months of lifting will be higher than any other time in your life. Like if you are just now starting out strength training, like this is your first time, your strength and your PRs are going to skyrocket. But as you get more advanced, you need a better strategy. You need to focus on the specifics, what you're weak at, and you need to take into account progressive overload. Are you working hard enough? By the way, guys, before I go into any more of the talk, this set that I'm wearing right here is from Skyware Threads. It's the Mandala set in navy blue. Of course, CoachNat15 saves you money on any of their items, but this set is amazing. It matches perfectly. Their leggings are super smooth. They form your legs like really well. Honestly, like the best pair of leggings I've bought in my life. And I've had a lot of leggings. So go to skywarethreads.com, check out their stuff, and now stay tuned for the rest of the talk. Lastly, and probably the most important, don't forget about form or technique. Your lifts need to be done exactly the same way. I see people squatting and warming up with light weight with great form, and then as they add on more weight, their form and their range of motion is like totally destroyed. They didn't get stronger, they just got sloppier, and it's not impressing anybody. So don't be that person who has great form with the light weights, and then as soon as you add heavier weights, you're either not hitting depth on the squat or your range of motion on the bench press decreases. So always make sure your form and your technique are on point before you start increasing your weight. So obviously, if you're taking into account progressive overload, you need to track down your weights, your steps, your reps for whatever exercise you're working on, whatever exercise you want to get stronger at. You need to write it all down. And if you notice yourself hitting or being able to hit more reps than what's programmed, so say you're trying to attempt 3 sets of 10 on the bench press. If you're able to do, let's say, 2 more reps for that set, if you can do that 2 weeks in a row, then you know it's time to increase the weight. Almost 9 o'clock, just finished my leg workout. I talked about progressive overload, so if you need to, go back, take notes, write it down, implement it into your own workout. Today I ate pretty good. I woke up this morning at 165.8, so I'm down almost another pound, and this is like several days now of hitting my macros consistently, and this is what I'm looking like right now at almost 9 o'clock. So that's going to be it for today, guys. I know I didn't really film a lot of stuff outside the gym, but I'm going to do that probably tomorrow. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe down below if you're new to my channel, and I will catch you guys later.
I was heading for a small disaster. Before you came round, I was ready to blow me down.
What's up, everybody? It's Monday, about 1:30. Of course, I'm just eating my first meal, like always. I wake up and then get just in a routine of work, client plans, answering emails, phone calls, creating content for you guys. The dogs want to go outside. That's really, honestly, the reason why I like eat so late every day. I woke up this morning at 166.9, so I gained 1.5 pounds overnight. But that happens, I'm not worried about it. I weigh myself every day or almost every day, and then however many times I weigh myself over the week, I take those averages. Every single week, if you see your weight going down slowly, then you know you're making progress. I am gonna increase my macros again this week, so last week I was pretty consistent. Now this week, I'm gonna keep my proteins the same, my fats the same. The only thing I'm going to change is my carbs, which I increased by 10. At the end of this week, update you guys on how my body changes on these new increase in carbs. As you've been seeing, even through my Lean Holiday series episodes over Thanksgiving and Christmas, I've been increasing my calories and I'm losing weight. So I'm not sure how this week's gonna be, but I'm hoping to see some really good changes, some good progress on these new calories. Also gonna do a little Q&A for you guys. But I'm gonna eat this first so I'm not talking at you with food in my mouth, and then I'm gonna get into the Q&A. So I will catch you guys in a second. I'm back and I'm ready to answer y'all's questions. If you follow me on Instagram, Body by Natalie, I put up a post yesterday, so Sunday, asking you guys, what are you struggling with? What are you curious about? I just let you guys ask me whatever you want, and I got a good few questions and I wrote them down on my laptop. So I'm gonna go through just each one. Meal timing. How soon after you wake up around workouts/bedtime? Meal timing is a myth. So as long as you're getting adequate calories throughout the day, it doesn't really matter when you eat your meals. Trying out different meal times. Do you like breakfast? Do you like lunch? Are you hungry in the morning? Are you not hungry in the morning? You guys see, I don't eat my first meal till like 1:30. The only time where it does kind of matter is around your workouts. Should you do fasted or non-fasted? If you're waking up in the morning and you need to work out in the morning, if you want to eat something before you work out, that's totally up to you. If you feel better in your workout after you eat something, then eat something. During your workout, after you eat something, feel bloated, feel full, and just your performance suffers, then don't eat anything. It all depends on what you can tolerate and what you like, really. You've all heard this term, I'm pretty sure, the anabolic window, which says if you don't eat something within 30 minutes to an hour after you work out, then your muscles start eating away at themselves and you lose all your gains, whatever. That's not true. As long as you're getting adequate calories over the next 24-hour period, it doesn't really matter when you eat after you work out. Especially if you're eating a big meal before your workout and you want to wait a little bit after your workout to eat something, that's fine. If you're working out fasted, I would suggest eating something after your workout, of course. Another thing she asked was bedtime. People say don't eat past 7, don't eat past 8 o'clock. That's not true. Sometimes I'll eat my meals at like 1 o'clock in the morning. But you just have to be aware that if you're eating a heavy meal late at night, you might weigh more in the morning because your body just has less time to digest than if you did eat your last meal, say at like 9 or 10. Like finish eating, these dogs. Stop! I'm filming something! So this is my mom's dog. Her name's Ellie. Hey! And of course, you know Dean. Hey, Ellie! Next question says, I'm struggling with this weather. It's so hard to get motivated to go to the gym. Yeah, I get you. I totally feel what you're saying. I hate the cold weather. Find a way to get warm. I mean, if it's not the weather stopping you from the gym, it's gonna be another excuse. If you're using the weather as a reason to not hit the gym, then I don't really know what to tell you. Exception to that, obviously, is if the weather is dangerous outside. You can either take a rest day or do at-home workouts. In my Fat Loss Accelerator program, I have multiple clients who do at-home workouts. 4 times a week, 5 times a week, whatever their schedule is. And they don't go to the gym at all. And they've been losing weight, seeing progress. So if the weather is really keeping you inside your house, do something, like do an at-home workout, and that will solve all your problems. The next question asks about my current training split. Right now I changed to a push-pull legs, rest. So I'm doing 6 days a week at the gym, 1 rest day, push as chest and shoulders, pull as back and biceps, triceps, then legs and abs are on the same day. Next question, how to create a balanced workout schedule to hit every body part. So that honestly depends on your schedule and how many times a week you can hit the gym. For example, if you only have time to go to the gym twice a week, I would do both days full body workouts and maybe make them a little bit longer, like an hour, hour and a half. Incorporate everything in those 2 workouts. If you can train 3 times a week, I would do an upper body day, a lower body day, and a full body day. If you're training 4 times a week, I would do 2 of each. So 2 upper body days, maybe a chest and shoulders day one day, a back and arms day the next day, and then 2 lower body days. You're doing 5 times a week, then you have more leeway to isolate muscle groups on certain days. You can either do, like I said before, 2 upper body days, 2 lower body days, and then a full body day, or you can do 2 upper body, 2 low body, and just a day to work on your weak points like glutes, or if you're trying to build up your shoulders or something like that. If you're working out 6 days a week like I am, you can follow my workout schedule. I do a push-pull legs, and I explained that a few minutes back, so rewind if you didn't listen to that answer. Next question is how to know if you're overtraining and how many rest days should you take. To seriously overtrain your body, you need to be doing like 2 workouts 7 days a week, or be like an athlete. Like if you're a professional athlete or you're on a sports team like college, whatever, then you may run the risk of overtraining. If you're hitting the gym like a normal person, like 5-6 times a week even, you're probably not gonna overtrain. And then rest days, that depends on your fitness level. So if you're just starting off, I would start off with maybe 2 or 3 workouts a week. And then once you get comfortable at that and you're consistent with that frequency, increase it a little bit. Maybe do 4 or 5 times a week. Also, sleep. Studies have shown that if you're sleeping less than 7 to 8 hours, that can negatively affect your metabolism and your rate of weight loss. Try to get at least 8 hours of sleep every single night. Next question says, how do you calculate your macros and what foods contain what? I actually did a whole YouTube video on this in my Lean Holiday series like a month ago or something like that, so I'll try to link it. I don't know how people do that, like the box pops up with a link to another video. I don't know how people do that, but if I figure it out, the link's gonna be up here. If not, if it's not up here, the link will be down below in the comment box. So go back and watch that video. It'll answer all of your questions. The next question says, is there a difference in training for powerlifting versus bodybuilding? Can you train both? A lot of people have the mindset that they're mutually exclusive. That's not entirely true. I mean, you've seen there are some bodybuilders who are strong, if not stronger than powerlifters. Because even though bodybuilders normally have a higher set and reps in their exercises, you can gain strength at those high reps. That's why bodybuilders are so freaking strong, because they can have like a max 10, 15 rep of an exercise, and then they can kill it on their 1 rep max, because the overall gain in muscle mass, so the size of your muscles, and the strength will increase. The difference is powerlifting focuses on the 3 main lifts: deadlifts, squats, and bench press. The goal of powerlifting is to see how much weight you can push in 1 rep of those exercises. So that's why powerlifters keep their rep ranges super small, like 1 rep, 3 reps every set. They need to do those low reps in their sets to practice form. They need to focus on their weak points. If you cross over in between the two, that would be the most beneficial, which is what I do. So I still focus sometimes on my main lifts, and then for accessory work, I'll do more of a bodybuilding style, and I'll increase the rep ranges to like 10 to 15. You can have a crossover effect training with the 2 different styles at once. So don't think that if you're a powerlifter, you have to only stick to powerlifting, and if you're a bodybuilder, you only have to stick to bodybuilding. You can do both at the same time. All right, I'm gonna combine the last 2 questions: getting bloated with ab workouts or cardio, and then the next question is how to minimize bloating. So minimize bloating, water. Like, if you're bloated, chug water. I know it seems kind of counterintuitive, but it will help. The next thing is find what foods cause you to bloat. Like, is it gluten? Is it dairy? Is it junk food? Is it processed food? Find what foods make you bloat, and then just decrease the amount of those foods. I know it sounds simple, but that's something you can try. And another thing is to sweat. So if you're bloated, like if you went out the night before, you drank and ate too much, hit the gym the next day and maybe focus more on high reps, decreasing your rest times in between your exercises, hit the sauna, do a little cardio, whatever you do, make sure to sweat. The other thing is fiber. Make sure you're eating, if you're a woman, at least 25 grams of fiber a day, 25 to 30. Just the bloating and ab exercises, or just bloating when you work out in general, 1, make sure to drink water. That'll help with the bloat. So continuously drink water during your workout. And 2, when you train your abs, when you train your core, you're tightening those muscles. You're doing crunches, you're doing Russian twists, like you're moving it around a lot, and that's gonna cause a lot of swelling in that area. Look up some back stretches, core stretches, anything to stretch out that region that you're feeling discomfort or bloat in, that will help as well. Also think about the food you're eating before your workout. Are you eating high fiber foods? Are you eating processed foods? Are you eating dairy? Because those foods can also cause bloating during your workout. I think that answers all of those questions. So this was super fun, you guys. I'm probably gonna do another one of these in the near future. I'm going to end the vlog here. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up if y'all like this content. If you received any sort of help from this video, give it a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe. Hit that little bell down there so you can know when I put out a new YouTube video. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye.